All right, everybody. So onward, this is David with the McCown Company, by the way. Onward to what I was saying after the last video, so I guess this will be part 2. Guys, we're not very far away from freaking Tesla robots driving trucks. Or some automated humanoid robot. They're not going to need automated trucks. They're going to have robots that are humanoids that can drive truck, that can put out triangles, that can strap, that can do all these things, that can navigate. Right now, the Tesla bot, from the video I seen, and I don't know, it could have been AI. Anything could be AI now, but if it wasn't AI, then this shit is hitting the fan. This thing can catch a fastball, it can mow a lawn, it can do dishes, it can fold your laundry and press your laundry. That's some stuff that involves some pretty, some dexterity to do those kinds of things. They can plug themselves into the charger, switch out their own batteries, and keep themselves charged up. So we're not far off from a scenario where they can take a freaking Tesla bot, put a charging station in the truck where it can switch out its batteries and it can charge off the inverter, and it can just run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they're talking these things are only going to cost $20,000. We will be replaced. If we don't put in laws in Congress, if we don't get some laws wrote that say, no, we can't have these things doing our jobs, that say no. I mean, honestly, are you guys going to free market us right out of business, everybody? Are you going to say, hey, they just found a better way to do it? So long, truck drivers. Are we really going to stand by and say, let all this AI shit happen? I mean, brokers, carriers, drivers, you're going to be replaced by AI. Whether it's a robot, whether it's a software booking loads, we're all on the verge of losing any capability to make our own money and do anything. Corporations will get rid of us so fast, it'll make your head spin. The second, like my old boss used to say, if you could get monkeys to drive a truck, I'd be out of the job. That's where we're going to be there. We're going to be robots instead of monkeys. So they'll be booking loads. The AI will replace all. And you brokers, you think you're in this safety bubble? I guarantee you, the second that the AI can do your job without you, you'll be in the unemployment line, along with all the truck drivers. Guaranteed. I know, what are we doing, man? We just got to wake up and start thinking about each other and human interaction, human jobs. I mean, this all seems like fantasy to me growing up as a kid before the internet. You know, this is all stuff you read in comic books, you've seen on sci-fi shows. I'm sitting here doing a video driving down the freaking road on a freaking phone where I can do a video. I mean, this is all dream fantasy crap that we're doing right now on a daily basis. We got GPS that can tell us if there's a freaking alligator in the road or a cop up ahead. I mean, it tells us exactly. Open your eyes to how fast technology is passing us up. Like, it's now. It's happening right now. And if we don't get together and make legislation to stop this progression, we will efficient ourselves right out of the job. And then they'll have, that's what they want. They want all of us dependent on the government, relying on the government. You know, the corporations, I don't even know what, they'll probably try and eliminate us with something. Who knows what's going to happen. But I know it says in the Bible in Revelations, and I didn't even think I was going to talk about this, and I don't even remember what chapter. Maybe it's chapter 13. I'm just guessing. If you know, put it in the comments. But John talks about in Revelations how there's going to come a time where the false prophet, if I remember this right, don't quote me, this is just off memory, is going to make a statue, make a graven a statue, and he's going to give power to the statue to speak like a man. That's over 2,000 years ago. That's a freaking robot, guys. That's making a humanoid robot and then installing AI in it and giving it the ability to speak and make decisions and have an intelligence. It's in the Bible. I don't know. Something to think about. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day. Believe in the Lord Jesus and you shall be saved. Help save trucking. Sign the petition, AFFTRA.org. If you have any questions, reach out in the Telegram group. A lot of us can help explain it. We're not asking for a lot. It's actually all stuff that was done for 50 years and worked until we got duped into this deregulation that's destroyed this whole industry. And we got to bring it back. We got to make some laws. And if you can help do that, I'm not the guy to do that. I am not a lawmaker. I am just a guy that has his eyes open and is looking at this for what it is and saying, we can't have this. We can't be an industry that allows ourselves to run at a loss. No other industry does that. Plumbers don't do that. No plumber says, I'm going to do your job today for $25 an hour because I'm going to do your neighbor tomorrow at $89 an hour. I'm going to average it together at the end of the month. That's not how it works. If you've bought that, you have drank the Kool-Aid for too long, and it's time to wake up. No truck should run at a loss. Doesn't matter if it's out of Florida, doesn't matter where. We need to set a mandatory minimum freight rate. We need to have mandatory transparency that's automatic. You don't have to ask for it on every single load. We need to cap brokers. That way they can have incentive to, initiate better rates from their shipper in order to make money, instead of just thinking, well, I can go as low as I can with the shipper and I'll steal the rest off the top when I go to the carrier. So that's got to change, guys. Share this video. Oh, be active, guys. Make a video. AFFTRA.org should be right there. Share it. Everybody's got to make a video, guys. Everybody's got to put this out there. If you want $1 a mile minimum for company drivers, if you want some guarantees on your pay scale, instead of being raped by these crooked carriers that send you down the road at 60 cents a mile, no miles. This is all bullshit, guys. Nobody can be out over the road all week long and bringing home just $1,000 a week. That's human exploitation. And it's even worse than that, guys. They got guys from other countries over here running at 38 cents a mile. I've heard horror stories even less, where they've got to run illegally in order to get any money. So they're out here running tired, running 6,000 miles a week, lying on their dude. It's all because of greed and mega corporations stealing our money, and they just want to get around paying a decent American worker an American wage. We've got to make it illegal. We've got to set a mandatory minimum wage for truck drivers at $1 a mile take home to fix this. That's going to fix all the people wanting to hire. Are you going to hire cheap drivers if you have to pay your drivers $1 a mile? No. You're going to hire responsible, professional drivers because you have to pay them $1 a mile. That eliminates having the non-domiciled driver right there. That one, I'll make a whole video about that actually right now when I hang up off this video. Hope everybody has a great day. Talk to you later.